Here I am, Gregory again, with another story, talking to myself, talking to you, actually. And, that really opens me up when I feel how large we all are, and there's that place I can touch inside another that's the same as in me. That's what feels so good. That's when the oneness, that relationship starts to flow. And as you remember, the other day I was talking about being on the log and having everything come from within. And I was talking a story before that about dreaming and how when you start falling in your dream, you can sometimes wake up with a jolt. Well, what that falling is about is really when you, in especially the light dream state in the morning, you start to astral travel. That means there's an energetic part of your physical body, something that's lighter than your physical body, that can literally fly through the universe and start having experiences and things. And in the morning, when you start to wake up, when you start to become more aware of the physical, what happens is you come back into your physical body. Sometimes if there isn't a lot of consciousness at night in what you're doing, that's when the falling occurs. You start to feel yourself being pulled back very rapidly toward the physical body. And so by meditating, what happens is you start to connect to your beingness, and there's more of a right relationship and an awareness that then puts things into balance, and you're able to enter your body more gracefully. The purpose for meditation is to always bring us into that higher state of awareness, which gives us more space to allow for consciousness to help us out. Because the physical body, the physical awareness, is not always as clear as it should be on these things. So, this story I wanted to share with you was about a neighbor of mine years ago, a little 2-year-old girl. And what used to happen is she would wake up every day crying. I mean, really sad. And it had everyone really concerned. It's like, what can we do to keep her from crying? And so they tried all kinds of things, changing her bedding, changing, what they fed her, trying to do different things, really cajoling her right away to make her feel better. Well, her sister was very adept at seeing higher energies. And so one day her sister was watching her as she was sleeping, and what she saw was that her young sister was coming back into her body upside down. She would flip over at night and start sleeping on her back, and when she came back into her body from astral traveling, she would go in face down, wake up, feel all twisted around, and start crying. So what she did was she helped her sister shift around before she woke up and just pointed that out to her. And young people are much, much more aware. I mean, just because they can't speak and we can't understand them when they're a year old or they're 2 years old, they are so aware and conscious here that we really need to treat them as fully conscious, aware beings, and they will in turn do amazing things and really step up to that higher part of themselves. So what happened was, things got worked out, and she stopped crying when she woke up. So there's a number of things to learn from this. One of them is that when we start looking for causes to problems in this dimension, we have to understand that there aren't any. And that's something I'm going to be talking about more and more, because it's really important for us to understand that in this dimension, This physical third dimension that we exist in, there are no causes. There are only effects. This is the effect of what's been going on higher dimensional levels. And this is another example of something going on the astral level with this young girl that showed up on the physical. And so to solve the problem, we had to move into that higher dimension, understand it, work with her on that dimension, and then we were able to shift things in this physical dimension. Why do you think all these different meditation teachers and help gurus are always talking to us about working with positive thought, working with your consciousness, and in so doing you can change your reality? It's because that's where all of the opportunity for shifting this reality lies, with the higher part of ourselves. Blessings. Our highest opportunity as a human being is in becoming a bridge between spirit and matter. In the flow of energy that arises from this relationship manifests all love, all truth, all well-being, and the purpose for our existence. The tools provided by Metaforms are created to foster this ascension process.